So who here has tried out some of those websites where you can predict and bet on things like elections, sports results, the stock market, and so forth, right? And these came into a lot of popularity recently because of election betting and on various results on the presidential level, on the state level, and a lot of other stuff, right? Because I have a new one that I want to show you today and share with you why it's better than the ones you might have heard of before, better than Augur, better than PredictIt, and so forth. If you're curious to check this out, then sit back, relax, and just keep on watching. Welcome back to Bitcoin for Beginners. I'm your host, Kevin, and in today's sponsored deep dive video, I'm going to touch on the Polymarket platform and actually show you it in action and show you how easy it is, seamless, and just a joy to use compared to what you might have checked out before. So before we take a look, first, what is Polymarket, right? It's a stellar new prediction market platform that's built on Ethereum, especially a speedy second layer solution, Matic Network. Anyone can bet on the most highly debated topics in the world on social media on their platform, and essentially you could put money where your mouth is and challenge your friends to as well. Or maybe people on just social media, right? There's a lot of people that have big talk, they might be all talk. You can challenge them to be more accountable and place some bets on these platforms if they really think they're better at analyzing or better information. Since beta launch in late October of 2020, they've reached 31 million in trading volumes. This is super impressive for how young this platform is. This makes them super quick in getting adoption and also usage in terms of other prediction markets out there. And so because of this, they've seen a lot more success in the early days than Augur, PredictIt, and other platforms ever have. Now, why is this platform notable? And there are a few reasons. They raised a $4 million round earlier this summer from big name investors you probably heard of, like AngelList founder Naval Ravikant and Balaji Srinivasan, used to be the CTO of Coinbase and pretty well known around the crypto space as well. They also got noticed by other big figureheads, and organic shout out by Vitalik Buterin, you can see up here in this tweet. He was trying it out and using it and had some interesting thoughts about their approach. They really like Polymarket's use of blockchain because yes, they're built on blockchain technology, but they also have a strong focus on the ease of use and the joy of using the platform. So traders and bettors can go on the platform and make money off of their opinion if they get things right. But also like news reporters and just other people who follow certain world events can get important insight as to the probability of future events by taking into account the prediction market current status on anything from the US elections, Ethereum's roadmap, Bitcoin's price by a certain date, sports games, and so forth. And like I said earlier, it's just fun to challenge your friends on predictions to see who's right. So what are prediction markets and why use them? I'm not going to go too deep into detail in this video because I already made a deep dive video a week ago. If you haven't caught that yet, I'm going to link you at the end of this video in one of the watch next videos. Right, and in that video, I explain what they are very clearly, and especially for beginners who might not know how all the pieces tie together. But on a high level, this is something that lets you bet on the outcome of future events, and economists are really fascinated by these because it uses financial incentives to bring out the truth. And you know how those economists always about architecting financial incentives to get things optimized. So anyone with their own data, if you have your own sources of information or your own way of doing analysis, you can participate in these markets and buy shares corresponding to yes or no if you think it's going to happen or not going to happen. And thus, when you do that, it affects the price of these markets, and onlookers can get a great view of the probability of a certain outcome happening and how that shifts over time as new things come to light. And the participants get a unique way of making money off of their own insights and opinion. Now, why is Polymarket primed to be the best one that I've said a couple times already, right? Because I've actually checked out Augur and PredictIt before, way before I even heard about Polymarket, and I didn't really like them, never had the urge to really try those out. Augur was always way too theoretical and tech focused and complex. Their new one's better than the old one, but still it's so clunky, so confusing and obfuscated. Like, I know it's the most decentralized one, but you have to think about what the market wants too, right? PredictIt, on the other hand, really feels so uninspired and old school, and there's also a lot of friction still built in the process. It's not the most optimized and streamlined. Polymarket I tried out, and it's so fast, so streamlined, and they do a lot of tech architecture decisions to make this happen that I'll show you in a bit. The team is also really focused on user experience and making sure everything is super simple to use for a new user to come in and make a prediction in just a couple of minutes. And that's not an exaggeration. They're also intent on making it great for users by removing as many fees as possible and allowing debit and credit card deposits, as well as crypto deposits in terms of USDC if you'd like. These praises are backed by market usage and volume on the platform, not just my empty praises. They hit millions of dollars in volume already, like I said earlier, and thousands of users real fast, faster than any of the other old platforms did. So now let's take a live look at the platform, right? I'm going to sign up with the magic link, create a username, deposit with credit or debit card. I'm not going to send crypto to the wallet, even though we could, and then choose a market and make a live trade. Let's check it out. Okay, so we're here at polymarket.com. Start off by signing up, email address, and then they send you a magic link, okay? Let me open my email client, press their button that expires in 10 minutes, and it logs me in automatically. You can go back to your original tab, close this window, right? Now, all you have to do is set a username, referral code, optional, click create account. Connected. That is so easy. And then now fund my wallet, right? Buy USDC or send to the address below. You have to wait some time. Or I can just use debit or credit card. That's what I'm going to do. I don't want to spend the time to get the crypto. This is much faster. I did 50 USD, card processing fee, transact fee, 0 slippage, processing time 1 to 3 minutes. Buy now. Enter my email, verification code, enter that, and then sign in with my personal details, my address. They ask if it's the same as the card. Confirm. Card number. And then they send an authentication code to mobile phone. So let me check that real quick. And then I need to authorize my transaction. So I need to log in real quick. I got the code, paste it here, and boom, funds are on their way. The transaction was successful. Got it. And then I have to wait here for a few minutes. Wow, that was really fast. That took like 10 seconds. And then you can also withdraw if you wanted to. I just did 10. The funds have been withdrawn from your wallet. You should be able to claim it by clicking claim and pasting it in your destination address. Got it. Right, so this is pending for now. But in the meantime, let me go place a trade. I'm going to go to markets and okay, let's see. Which one do I want to bet on? There's a lot of choices, right? Like Trump stuff, Bitcoin stuff, COVID vaccine, regulations. Let me, for fun, will Bitcoin break 20K before 2021? Let me buy no, even though I hope it does. Don't get mad at me. I'm just gonna do this for fun. 60 shares bought, max winnings $60, max return on investment 10 USD. I'm choosing no, and they said above 20,000 any point according to CoinMarketCap. This market resolves to yes by January 1st, right? In some markets it did, but in CoinMarketCap, I believe it hasn't yet. Buy. Yes, I confirm. Should take about 20 seconds. I really like how they show how long to expect, and many times it's faster. Successful. Got it. Look at my portfolio. I have an open position, I have cash, portfolio value. That's that. It's super easy. So what are my thoughts about this platform, right? I like the sign-in process. The Magic Link was super easy and simple to use. I think the buying with credit debit card took a little bit more steps than I expected. Maybe next time I'm going to just send USDC from Coinbase since I'm a Coinbase user. But if you're just a regular participant, then credit or debit card is probably easiest for you. In terms of these, it's definitely skewed, right? Some of the popular markets have by far the most volume, and other ones like attending inauguration, Drake's album, Kanye West, these ones barely have any volume, right? So that's not as good. And hopefully they can all get a lot more volume, because that's what makes these markets more robust and more fun and more accurate in terms of the percentage chance of something happening, if that's what you want to use to gauge based on these financial incentives, right? But let me know what you think. If you've tried out Augur, PredictIt, Polymarket before, let me know your thoughts. If you have any questions about my experience, leave them down below. I'm Kevin. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all next time.